Today, let's take a look at the fastest animals in the world. Let's get to know these animals, which are all different from each other. So, let's start with the slowest between them and move step by step to the fastest. Number 10, blue wildebeest. The blue wildebeest is one of the giant herbivores living in Africa's wild savannas. These big friends of ours travel thousands of kilometers every year, migrating together in herds. This not only maintains Africa's natural cycle, but also helps them survive and stay protected. Protected? Well, I don't think a creature with those huge horns really needs much protection. Despite its massive size, its long legs, and strong muscles, let it run at speeds of up to 80 kilometers per hour. Actually, if you had legs like that, you could run that fast too. But if a blue wildebeest ever challenges you to a race, don't be scared, because you've got a motorcycle. Otherwise, with those little legs, there's no other way you're beating it. Number 9, brown hare. From the outside, this friend of ours looks very small and cute, living in the wide plains and fields of Europe. Maybe you've seen a hare boxing in a field sometime. Yes, this is the brown hare. They even have romantic fights during the mating season. He looks like a big-eared rabbit, but don't be fooled, because he has a small and agile build and a natural turbo. The brown hare can run at 90 kilometers per hour. Around him, there are dozens of hungry predators, and none would say no to a hare for lunch. But there's one thing they don't count on. The brown hare doesn't just run fast. He suddenly changes direction while running. With these sudden turns, most predators can't catch him because you never know what he will do next. Another interesting feature is his invisibility cloak. He chose it himself. Here's how it works. Before running, he stands still for a moment, listening to the surroundings with his ears. If the invisibility cloak doesn't work and a predator sees him, he just runs at full speed without thinking. So if you ever see something running like lightning across a field, know that it's a brown hare who loves the sport. Number 8, pronghorn antelope. The pronghorn antelope is a herbivorous mammal that lives across the wide plains of North America, and it's known as the second fastest land mammal in the world. Running at speeds of up to 95 kilometers per hour, it easily leaves all of its predators behind. With its elastic legs and light body structure, this kind of speed isn't a problem at all. But besides being fast, this friend of ours has another amazing trait: endurance. Other animals might run for a bit and then get tired, but the pronghorn, it's basically an engine. The only difference is it doesn't need fuel. No matter how long it runs, it keeps its speed and never gets tired. That's why most of its predators prefer to stay hungry rather than challenge it in a race. Its endurance comes from a large heart and powerful lungs. And those eyes? Hard to miss. They give it a field of view of almost 320 degrees. So if you ever try to sneak up behind it quietly, you'll only see a cloud of dust in front of you, because by that time, it's already switched into engine mode. Number 7, sailfish. Meet the sailfish, one of the fastest creatures in the ocean. This magnificent fish is so fast that his friends in the ocean call him the Formula One racer. Its speed can reach up to 110 kilometers per hour. The body structure of the sailfish looks like it was made just for this job. With its long, smooth, and slim body, it reduces the resistance of the water to a minimum. Oh, and that nose. How could I forget that? Thanks to its sharp and long nose, while swimming at high speed, it reduces the air bubbles in the water and turns itself into a rocket. In addition, that nose is also a perfect weapon for hunting. As its name suggests, it has a large fin on its back. That fin is not just for a beauty contest. The sailfish uses it for sudden maneuvers and balance. It can fold and open it whenever it wants. I think it controls its speed mode with that. Now let's talk about food. That's also its favorite part. It mostly feeds on sardines, mackerels, and other small fish. With its agility, catching them is not difficult at all. Sometimes it can change direction 20 times in just a few seconds. I think one of the most agile hunters in the ocean is the sailfish. This fish is not just a species. It's a combination of power, agility, and beauty. Number 6, cheetah. And here's the fastest animal on land, Seg, the cheetah. For centuries, it hasn't stepped down from the top. It seems that cheetah is very comfortable there. Living in the wide savannas of Africa, this little cat is so fast that it seems like it was made not to run, but to fly. Because when it reaches its maximum speed, the distance between each step can be up to 15 meters. So apparently, you don't really need wings to fly. Thanks to its strong legs, slender bones, and flexible spine, the cheetah can reach 120 kilometers per hour over short distances, and it reaches this speed in just 3 seconds. Many cars look at it with admiration. Oh, and that tail. It loves its tail because it uses it to make sudden maneuvers and maintain balance. But it has a problem. It gets tired very quickly. Despite its high speed, the cheetah can only run at this pace for 30 seconds. Because when it runs more than 500 meters, its body temperature rises, heart rate reaches the maximum, and it has to stop. At lunch, it has only 2 chances. Either it will catch its prey, or it will return empty-handed, exhausted. Number 5, black marlin. All right, we've already met the fastest animal on land. Now let's meet the fastest creature in the water. Yes, this is the black marlin. Still, I think there's a little mistake in its name because its color is actually blue. But who cares? What really matters is speed. And in that area, it dominates everything. This guy can swim at a speed of 130 kilometers per hour. And in its habitat, it has no rival. Swimming at this speed makes it easy to escape other predators. That's why it fears no one in the ocean. In addition, it's huge, around 750 kilograms, and it has a sharp sword right on its face. I think that's a good enough reason to stay away from it. That sword isn't just for show. It uses it to cut or stun its prey. Most of the time, it swims straight through schools of fish at full speed, strikes with its sword, and then circles back to collect its prey. That's pretty crazy. Even for humans, catching a black marlin is really difficult. It doesn't know what stopping means. It can travel up to 125 kilometers in a single day. I'd probably need a week to go that far. We have already looked at the fastest ones on land and in water. Now let's look at the creatures that can reach even higher speeds. For this, we have to lift our heads a little and look at the air, because only the creatures in the air can achieve these speeds. Number 4, spur-winged goose. At first glance, you might say that this is just a goose. I mean, what else can it do besides running and eating grass? But no, this goose is not like the others, because it is the fastest type of goose. It does not give its place at the top at a speed of 140 kilometers per hour. It owes this speed to its large wings. When this cute friend spreads its wings wide, its length reaches 2 meters. It even passes my height, but it is only 7 kilograms. I am heavier. 1-1. Now we are equal. Between us, if you ever want to hunt it, change your mind, because it could be the last goose you ever eat. Why? Its body contains natural toxins, and even a small amount of it can kill you. It is very poisonous. Number 3, frigate bird. You may have never heard its name before, but when you look at it, it seems like quite an interesting bird. In a moment, when you learn what it can do, you'll be surprised. Anyway, let's take a look. It can fly at a speed of 153 kilometers per hour. But can we even call that flying? Because with its wide wings, it mostly just glides. It especially loves gliding over the oceans. They say it calms him down. But the most amazing thing is that he never gets tired of it. For weeks, he can keep flying without ever stopping to rest. He even sleeps while flying. Such a strange guy. To be honest, he's also a bit lazy. Unlike other seabirds, he doesn't like diving into the water to hunt. When others catch fish, he just watches them and then steals their catch in mid-air. He's basically the pirate of the bird world. But actually, there's a reason for that. His feathers aren't waterproof, so he can't dive into the water to catch fish. So when you think about it, his stealing makes perfect sense. You've probably noticed that red pouch of his, right? No, that's not a school bag. He just uses it to show off and make the ladies fall for him. The more he inflates it, the more they like him. We are already approaching the end of our list, and the speed limits are reaching their maximum. Let's take a look at the next creature. Number 2, white-throated needletail. When you read its name, you can already imagine how it looks. Its throat is white, and its tail seems to have spikes. This bird is almost like a bullet. In fact, it really does look like a bullet. Because of its oval body shape, when it flies and glides, it resembles a projectile. Its speed is 170 kilometers per hour. It can easily surpass some cars. It spends 80% of its life in the air, sleeping, eating, mating. It does all its activities while flying. If you ask how it eats in the air, the answer is simple. It uses its incredible speed to catch flying insects. The insects don't even understand what's happening before they're already in its stomach at lightning speed. Since it is small, it mainly feeds on insects. They are about 20 centimeters long and weigh 100 grams. But despite being small, it ranks among the top in our list because of its speed. It's also a little cute. Number 1, Peregrine Falcon. Finally, we have reached the first place on our list. The fastest creature in the world, the Peregrine Falcon. This bird can reach a speed of 390 kilometers per hour during its dive. Honestly, to reach such speed, you either need a racing car or this bird's wings. Its body is completely aerodynamic. Its lightweight, sharp wings and compact shape look as if they were specially designed for speed. It usually flies at high altitudes and shows its main advantage while hunting. It dives from above at such an angle that the prey doesn't even understand what's happening before its fate is already decided. Honestly, for such a risky dive, a helmet wouldn't be a bad idea. The Peregrine Falcon is the most widespread bird of prey in the world, found on every continent except Antarctica. And to be fair, the weather there is so cold that I wouldn't live there either. Perhaps the most interesting thing, however, is its character. Even though it looks tough, it's actually a real lover. Once it chooses its partner, it stays with them until the end of its life. Very loyal and also a bit romantic. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.